All right, Justin Timberlake proving that the Super Bowl still works, but the music industry overall super down. Justin Timberlake's Man of the Woods, his latest release, opened at number one, best-selling week in 2018, in fact, selling 293,000 copies. 242 of those were traditional copies, meaning that they actually bought the album, not that they bought 11 singles. They bought the 11 tracks or however many there are on the record. It is a big hit for Justin Timberlake coming off of the Super Bowl performance with a tribute to Prince and everything else in Minneapolis. So Justin proves that the Super Bowl definitely still works if you want to move some units. However, it is severely down from his last album when that opened just 5 years ago. By the way, all four of his solo records have started out at number one. So for those people that were like, why Justin Timberlake? He's a mega star, that's why. The guy can sell records, and he definitely could put an album together. His debut, Justified, went open at number one in 06. Future Sex Love Sounds, number one. 2013's The 2020 Experience was number one. But just to put things in perspective to where we are right now in the music industry, his last album in 2013 opened up at number one and sold 968,000 copies. 968,000 copies. This one opened up at number one, selling 293,000 copies. And by the way, 242 were the traditional copies. So you didn't have those sort of streaming, augmented, I can buy 11 singles numbers that you have now back in 2013 when that original one opened up. So there's a little perspective on how far the music industry has declined. By the way, Man of the Woods opened up at number two as far as vinyl sales all time go for male solo artists since Nielsen started tracking this back in 1991. Only person to sell more albums in their opening week was Jack White with Lazaretto. Remember that? Had the angel, revolving because it was etched into the vinyl. Partially, they believe the boost in Man of the Woods on vinyl came from a Target exclusive that offered the LP on translucent orange vinyl, which I'm sure is pretty cool looking, but I'll never know because I've never bought a Justin Timberlake album. Not that I don't like him. He's fine. I like him just fine. But I've never had a reason to go and buy. Shouldn't take that. I don't buy a lot of the albums of people that I really do love because I work at a radio station. So that is not an insult whatsoever. We'll see if Justin Timberlake can stay at number one. He's facing a lot of stiff competition this week. A lot of soundtracks coming out. 50 Shades Free, Greatest Showman, and the Kendrick Lamar curated Black Panther soundtrack are all coming out and will be battling for number one. So we'll see what happens there.